morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 271st meeting of Delhi One Toastmasters. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. By attending this remote area, division, or district speech contest, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmasters International as well as the unassociated remote hosting service. Some of your personal information such as name, image, and any shared messages by Toastmasters International who may use the recording in the future as it sees fit. Your remote attendance hereby discharges Toastmasters International from all claims, demands, rights, promises, damages, and liabilities arising out of or in connection with the use or distribution of said video recordings, including but not limited to any claims for invasion of privacy, appropriation of likeness, or defamation. Let me share rules of this meeting. Please mute yourself by clicking the audio button when the speaker or any role player is speaking. Unmute only when it's your turn to speak. This will help to avoid distractions. There is a raise hand option at the screen below participants, which one can use if he or she wants to participate in table topics or listener of one segment of the meeting. Please ask only TechMaster if you're audible or not. Thank you. And let me introduce President of Delhi One Toastmasters, Toastmaster Anand Kumar.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Karthik Mishra. So, welcome everyone to meeting hashtag 271. I am your presiding officer Anand Kumar, and you are here at Delhi One Toastmasters Club of Toastmasters International, as narrated by our Sergeant at Arms of District 41, Area Division E, Area E2. I would just like to quickly ask, first of all, every one of you, if you can switch on your videos, that would be really very nice, because that just creates more sort of an interaction. So if you can switch on your videos, so please do that. But in the meanwhile, I would like to ask few guests who have joined in to give their short, quick intro. I would like to ask you three quick questions. First of all, because I can see your name, you can skip this very part. So what's your name? What do you do? And how do you came to know about our club? So I will begin with Krish. So Krish, if you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I am a supply chain management professional, and I've heard of this Delhi One Toastmasters a few days back when Bhavya posted the requirement of an evaluator on the VP Education forum. And I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Krish, and hope you like our meeting. Next, we have Rakesh, Toastmaster Rakesh. If you could introduce yourself.
Pardon me, please.
If you could introduce yourself
Yeah,
to the club.
I am from Jaguar Toastmaster Club, which is a 6 months old club only. And when I saw the slot in the BP Education, I contacted Bhavya to put my name for the speaker slot. That's why I came to know about the Delhi One Toastmasters through Bhavya only. Hope I'll have a nice time with you all people.
Nice to
With
see
this,
you too,
thanks.
Rakesh. Thank you so much for joining in today, early on Sunday morning. Rajiv is there. Rajiv, if you can also introduce yourself.
Hi, thank you. This is Rajiv Gupta. I'm an arbitrager by profession and a VPPR of Jaigaon Toastmasters Club. I'm here to cheer my friend, my bhaiya, who is here to speak. And he is the speaker number 2 over here. And I came to know about this club basically through him only, as he was supposed to give his speech out here. And looking forward to a great meeting. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Rajiv, for joining in. And I guess I'm not missing anyone else. Yep. So welcome everyone to Delhi One Toastmasters. I hope you will have a great time in the next few 1.5 hours or so. So this will be quite a different meeting because we don't have a TMOD. This will be a meeting which will be carried over by our MC, which is being done by our Vice President Education, Bhavya Jain herself. So without wasting much time, I would like to hand over the stage to our MC, Toastmaster Bhavya Jain. Bhavya, the stage is yours.
5 मिनट बाद लेता हूँ, यहाँ रख दो, मैं लेते रहूँगा, हो जाएगा मेरा.
I think Bhavya has dropped out of the meeting. Okay. So in the meantime, let me continue with the meeting itself. And when Bhavya will join in, she can take it forward. So I would like to first of all ask for the quick introduction of our evaluate for our auxiliary role players who will be conducting our meeting. What we normally do in a normal meeting is uh, that we have 3 segments. Okay, so Bhavya is here. Bhavya, if you could carry on with your MC role.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand. So this meeting is divided into 3 segments: prepared speeches segment, table topic segment, and evaluation segment. So in prepared speech segment, speakers prepare for speeches and they deliver speech for about 5 to 7 minutes. And in table topic segment, the table topic master come and give impromptu topics in which the members or guests can speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. And in the evaluation segment, the general evaluator along with the team of speech evaluators and auxiliary role players evaluate the entire meeting. So we have a team of auxiliary role players who will be helping in the smooth conduct of this meeting. Starting with the R counter of the day, Toastmaster Anand, I would request you to please explain your role to the members and guests.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavya. Uh, so I will be serving as the hour counter of the day, and my role will basically be threefold. So what I'll be looking into is that I'll be looking and noting down words where you actually use words like and, so, and similar other words, and sounds like which are not required in the speech, and that disrupts the flow of your speech. The second is the repetitions of words like I mean, you know, and so forth and so on. And the third is the long and short unintentional pauses, which again disrupts the flow of your speech. I will come back with my report towards the general evaluation segment. And for the time being, I'd like to hand over the stage back to our MC.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for explaining your role so well. Next, we have the timer for the meeting, Toastmaster Devi D, who would be helping in the smooth conduct of this meeting. So over to you, Toastmaster Devi. Please explain your role.
Thank you so much, TM Modi Bhavya. A warm good evening, a warm good morning, Toastmasters and my dear guests. I am the timer for today's meeting. As you all know, timing is very important in every aspect of your life, be it your personal life or professional life. We need to use that in whatever we do. So as a timer, I'll help you keep track of your time, whether you're giving a speech or a table topic. And let me explain the time for the speeches. We have 2 speeches today. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I'll be showing a green card. At the end of 6 minutes, I'll be showing a yellow card. And at the end of 7 minutes, I'll be showing a red card. Speakers, please note there is an upper and lower grace period. The speech has to be minimum of 4 minutes 30 seconds, and at the higher level you can go up to 7 minutes 30 seconds. So there is a 30 seconds grace period. If you go till there, you will not be disqualified. Number 2, we have the table topic session where each speaker comes to the stage and speaks for 1 to 2 minutes. And the time allotted here is at the end of 1 minute, I'll show green card. At the end of 1 1.5 minutes, I'll show yellow card. And at the end of 2 minutes, I'll show red card. Here we have only upper grace period. That is, you can go up to 30 seconds and there is no lower grace period. And coming to the evaluation session, we have 2 to 3 minutes for an evaluation. And at the end of 2 minutes, I'll show the green card. At the end of 2.5 minutes, yellow card. And at the end of 3 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. And again here, the upper grace limit is 3 minutes 30 seconds. That is 30 seconds of grace period. So I'll be back with my report at the end of the meeting. And over to you, TMOD Bhavya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devi, for explaining your role so well. Next, we have the language evaluator of the meeting, Toastmaster Jyoti Kumari. So I would request you to please explain your role and introduce the word of the day to all the members attending the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I'm playing the role of the language evaluator today. Very good evening to all the Toastmasters and their guests. So my role today would be threefold. One, I would be looking for the good usages of language, which we all can appreciate and incorporate. Then I would also be looking at some not so good usages, which we can avoid. I would be looking at pronunciation errors, if any, which happens in the course of the speech. And I would also be introducing you to the word of the day. The word of the day today is egalitarian. It is an adjective which has its origin in 19th century in the French language, and from there it has been incorporated into the English language as well. The meaning of egalitarian is believing in or based on the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities. We can use this word in the sentence like this: the Constitution of India aims to create an egalitarian society for all, or an egalitarian world is a just world. I would request all the speakers today to incorporate this word of the day in their speech, and I would request the other members to give a thumbs up if the word of the day is being used. And I'll be giving my report at the end of the meeting. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti. Now, moving towards the first segment of the meeting, the prepared speeches segment. So the first speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Arun Kumar Gupta. Before inviting the speaker, I would first like to invite the evaluator of the speaker, which is Toastmaster Krishnesh Nayak. So please explain Toastmaster Arun speech objective. Over to you, Toastmaster Krishnesh.
Thank you, MC Bhavya, for that introduction. The purpose of this project is for the speaker to practice speaking and using a variety of visual aids during a speech. The speaker may choose any type of visual aids. He may use a minimum of 1, but no more than 3 visual aids. I will be listening for a well-organized speech that lends well to the visual aid the speaker selects, and I will also be watching for the effective use of any and all visual aids. The use of the aids should be seamless and enhance the content of the speech. All the best to the speaker. Back to you, Madam MC.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Krish. So let's invite our first speaker, Toastmaster Arun Kumar Gupta. Thinking, Master, over to you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Life is a combination of knowledge and experience. We can compare this like our colors. There are so many colors in the society, in the earth. And knowledge, we can categorize it in 3 categories. First category of knowledge, which is not useful for anyone, which comes in our mind, but this is not beneficial for anyone. For example, a white color shirt, but if we wear a red color shirt, then the speech would be more effective. Then it is useless, which come in our mind. It means that it is useless now, because whatever I have to done, I have already completed. We can compare this like our black color. Black color is like this, where everyone is trying to writing on this, but the resultant is 0. Nothing is going to happen. So come to the second category of knowledge. Second category of knowledge where the knowledge are beneficial for everyone, but it is needed here to bifurcation of knowledges. For example, the persons who are preparing engineering or medical background has to focus more on the science subject. But apart from this, social studies, general current affairs will also come in the mind. So there is a need to bifurcation of the knowledges. But we can compare these things like our red color, where we are trying to write here and it is showing but not correctly showing. Means there is some confusion here for bifurcation. Now coming to our third type of knowledge. Third type of knowledge is like everything what I am thinking according to our achievement of knowledge, according to our ambition or goal. This type of knowledge are our white sheets. White sheets means everything is clear. Whatever you want to write here will show everything clear here. But apart from this, in all these three things, the persons who are doing everything like this is very good job, is doing a very good job and very near to ambition. But apart from this, one more important thing is that experience. Suppose I have a knowledge today that I have to finish my speech between 5 to 7 minutes. It's my experience. If I earlier appear or I am appearing here and completed with time, then it means I can do better in future for other person who are not appearing in the speech competition. So experience is very important here. Now coming to a smart. What is a smartness? A smart person is that who use all the knowledge and experience in taking any decisions or in their life. I'm giving an example for a person who is going to in a kitchen in the early morning and to take 2 breads. So there are 2 possibilities here. One person who is going to and take the bread and eat and continue their routine work. The second person who has taken the 2 breads and during the time of eating, suppose there are 10 to 15 minutes, he will think about the bread, that why we are eating bread instead of chapati, what is the component of this bread, how this bread can emerge the economy of India. Then he will think, no, it's very important. It will increase the employment of India because it increases the domestic trade in our country. So he will also link this thing that it will encourage to our boost up our self-content Atmanirbhar India like this. Or he can also compare to our history, like after First World War, the whole of the capitalist country has downgraded in the economy, but the Russia was not suffered at that time. It means the cooperative society can encourage and can save their economy in the economic crisis also. So it will also better for our future. So the smart thinker can think in a different way. Take a simple example. We have suffered that due to lockdown and due to Corona period, there are so many laborers who have migrated from town to villages. So the economist will say and extracted here from the economic point of view that how the MSME will increase, how the employment will increase here. The low persons will file an PIL in the Supreme Court and will demand the more responsibility of the state also. So these type of things, a smart person will think. Suppose there is a black color here. So the smart person will, if he is giving the speech digital, then he can change the color from black to white and then he has started to write anything. Or if he is not able to change the color from black to white, then at least he can change the color, he can change the pen, means he can use the marker like this. So I think for a better and a smart thinking, we have to be a combination of knowledge and experience, and then after we will be a good speaker and a smart speaker. Thank you. Over to Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arun. So next, I would like to invite the second speaker of our today's meeting, which is Toastmaster Rakesh Prasad. Before that, I would like to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Avishi Rathore, to please explain his speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Avishi. Toastmaster Avishi.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. Am I visible also? Hello?
Yes, you are audible and visible.
Okay. Thank you, AMCE. Good morning, everyone. Toastmaster Rakesh will be delivering his Level 3 Project 3 speech from Presentation Mastery Pathway. Project title is Connect with Storytelling. The speech title is The Journey of Vicky Roy. The purpose of the project is for the member to practice using story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. I wish good luck to Toastmaster Rakesh. Back to EMCE.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Avishi, for explaining the objectives so well. So let's welcome our second speaker, Toastmaster Rakesh Prasad, The Journey of Vicky Roy. The Journey of Vicky Roy, Toastmaster Rakesh Prasad. Over to you.
How many of you were teens in the year of 1990 or in the year 90s? Can you raise your hands, please? How many of your teenagers were fascinated with cameras, still photography? I don't find anybody. So you all people are very young. That time we used to have a photo camera, which we used to have rolls and all, which used to be almost 500 to 600 for the camera, and the roll used to come for 60 to 70 rupees. I remember the first camera I got was Yashica MF2. It was a Japanese camera. As we were close to the border, we used to get the imported cameras more cheaper than the Indian ones. Then came this digital cameras. You people must have seen this one, where there used to be a data. You can connect to computers and you can scroll the pictures one by one in any of the system. Now I would like to ask all of you, how many of you have clicked photographs with mobile? Please raise your hands. I find almost all of you must have clicked photographs with mobile. So clicking photographs, taking photograph is one thing people are inclined to do. They feel happy, fascinated. Let's take a picture. Some people may be saying, no, I don't want to take picture. But in reality, if you see, he really wants to show his picture and see. And each and every people who say that I don't want to take photograph of my face is not photogenic, he also wants to see, and he feels that his photograph is either the best, he looks the most handsome guy, or I'm the most beautiful lady. Dear friend, good morning, distinguished guest and fellow Toastmaster. Today I'll speak to you about Vicky Roy, a photographer by profession. The story starts from Purulia, where I have also done my study. So that was the reason I had taken him for my speech. Vicky was one of the 7 brother siblings of a poor tailor who used to earn only rupees 25 per day in the year almost 1987. His father's dream was only that out of his all children, at least one should clear class 10. Because of his poverty, he sent Vicky Roy to his grandfather, who used to scold him, used to punish him on each and every small mistake. At the age of 11, he ran away from his home and landed to Delhi, your town. There, he befriended small children in the railway station, New Delhi railway station. He became one of the rag pickers. You all must have seen in the railway station, there are small kids with the small knickers, sometimes no vest also, running around, no slippers, nothing, all soiled up. He used to work for a few months as a rag picker. After that, he worked in a restaurant in a Paharganj, a small restaurant, eatery, and as a waiter. There he met his first godfather or mentor, whatever you say. He advised him to take shelter in a shelter home, Salam Balak Trust. Because he himself, that Sanjeev Srivastava himself was rehabilitated from the railway station by the same trust. The trust people made an affidavit for Vicky Roy, as he didn't have any document with him, and they got him admitted in a government school. As he had a greed to travel outside, so he took photography, his passion, and he learned documentary photography under Benjamin, a British photographer. After the age of 19, he was given an internship under a very popular Delhi portrait photographer, Anne Man. There he used to get 3,000 of money as a stipend, and he got a bike and a cell phone. His first major achievement was he was able to have his own solo exhibition, Street Children, Delhi Habitat Center, with the support of a British High Commission. That was one of really a turning point for him. Seeing there were a lot of people impressed with that Street Children exhibition. He got an invitation to Buckingham Palace, a dinner invitation. He, through his pictures, could tell a lot of stories. He took a photograph of a small poor family who were living in a rickshaw. He just had an interaction with them. They told they had been hailed from Jaipur and they want to start a small tea stall down there only. He exhibited the photograph and money came in for the support, and he was able to help that poor family. He was selected by Maybach Foundation to take the photograph of the reconstruction of the World Trade Center. He was included in Forbes for India 40 under 40, Vogue India 30 under 30. Luck is there, but if you get mentors, guides, and if you follow them, believe me, my friends, you'll outshine yourself. Even in Toastmaster, we have mentors who show our pathways, who guide us. If we follow them, we can become a better orator, a speaker. With this, I rest. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rakesh, for such an amazing speech. I would request all the members and guests who are attending the meeting to please give feedback to both the speakers in private chat. In the meantime, I'm launching polls for best speaker. You can vote for the speaker you like the most. So the poll is active now. You can vote. Okay, thank you everyone for voting. So hope everyone is giving feedback to the respective speakers. So let's move towards the next segment of the meeting, which is table topic segment. This is the most exciting segment in the meeting in which anyone can join. So I will be giving topics in which the speaker would have to speak for about 1 to 2 minutes. The timer will show a green card when you reach 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. And you will also have a grace period on upper end of 30 minutes, so you can speak up to 2 minutes 30 seconds. So while you're speaking, make sure you have pinned the video of timer so that you can see the timer cards. And also try to use the word of the day, which is egalitarian, which means that following the principle that all people should have equal rights. So who wants to be the first speaker? Toastmaster Rajiv Gupta, would you like to try first?
Yeah, please.
Sure. So your topic is, do you agree that the society we are living in today is patriarchal, or do you feel that everyone has equal rights?
Thank you, table topic master. I believe the society is evolved with the respect which we give to each other. So the current generation that I'm looking into is more respectful towards the women's. They are more dignified towards the women's right. And the things which are unfolding in these days are more basically inclined towards the equality of every human being. You can look at different aspects that are being taken care of in our country, and there are different norms that are coming up every day. Even the government initiatives are being taken in such a favor that the differences which we were created by our ancestors, or let's say women were deprived of their rights, they were deprived of their right to education, to live in the society at an equal hand. These are the things which are being taken care on the level of government, and it is also being taken care on the level of parenting. You can see the different class of people these days are focusing more on education of their woman and girl child, I would say. And previously the parents used to think that a lady in their house is just to be there to get them married after a certain age, and they can move around in someone else's house and take care of their kids and their family. But this thing is being sorted and is being taken care of in today's life. They are being well educated, they are being provided with good jobs, and they are being provided with good facilities to show their talent. So my belief is that we are entering into a phase of the society where equality is prevailing. Thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajiv, for giving such a nice speech. So next, who would like to come? Or should I pick any one of you? Okay, so I'll pick Toastmaster Jyoti. Would you like to speak?
Knew the sword was going to fall.
Okay, so your topic is,
Yeah.
you have to convince your husband to give equal contribution in household chores. So how will you do that?
Okay, that's a little difficult for me because I'm going to do no contribution in the household chores. As you can see, on Sunday I'm sitting in office. So it's going to be a tough time for my husband because he has to do all the chores and he has to convince me for contributing some part of it. So, but coming to the bigger question of women having to work hard in the present circumstances, because women also want to be financially independent, they have to work in the office for their independence. But the part at home, which should have been equally shared, is not shared in many homes, because I think it's a lot of about how upbringing in the society is, and how we as a society have come to the point where we say that, okay, all the things that men can do, women can also do, but we don't tell the men or the other side that all the things that women do, you can also do. It's not really tough. Okay, we are superwomen, but it's not that tough. So my request to everyone, please do contribute to the household course. It's a little fun also, and it brings you closer too. Over to the table topics master, MC.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jyoti. So next, I would like to call Toastmaster Rakesh Prasad. Toastmaster Rakesh, are you there? Okay, I think he's not there. So Toastmaster Anirudh, would you like to speak? Okay.
Meghna is there. You can call her if she wants.
Yeah, okay. Megha, would you like to speak? Megha? Okay, so let's go with Krish. So your topic is, imagine you are a working woman and you have a small child. So what will you do? Would you take a step back from your career, or what would be your next step?
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhavya, for that topic. I don't have to imagine exactly that situation, because right now I'm with my daughter alone at home, and my wife is traveling on work. And to be honest, as a husband who's taking care of a daughter, yes, I can understand how difficult it is for men to think they're not in control of their household, they're not being the man in the family. But these are things that I think are very regressive thoughts, and I am more than happy to do the laundry today. And one of the best things about my Sundays are drying my daughter's clothes and making faces about how small and how cute they are. And that's it. As in, I'm sure I'm digressing because my daughter is around, but I cannot imagine how difficult that choice a woman has to make, that whether it's to choose between a career and a child. And I think it is every duty of the man in the house, or rather the husband or the better half in these times, to take equal ownership of raising a child and not just the mother. So with that, I'd like to hand the stage back to you, Toastmaster Bhavya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Krish, for such an engaging speech. So next, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Avishi.
Yeah.
Okay. So your topic is, you are a woman who is helping in taking out the feminist voice. So you have to fight for the rights of urban working women. So what will you do?
Okay. So I am a student now, and from like next year I will be working in Gurgaon. So I think the biggest problem which women face is the society pressure. Like especially for the women who are married, they have to take care of their job as well as home, and most of them don't have supporting husbands who help them to take care of their house, who help them to take care of their children. And like initially they used to have maids and all, but in lockdown I've seen that you cannot even uh, hire caretakers and all, because it's not safe for your health. So this is a problem which I've seen a lot of female face. Other than that, also women are not at par with men in a lot of things, like In IT industry, we see only 30% women. In politics also, we don't have equal number of women and men. So I feel that we should at least have some more reservations in terms of the opportunities which are given to women so that they are able to match men. Yeah, over to EMC.
Thank you so much, Avishi. So next, who would like to volunteer? Toastmaster Devi, would you like to speak?
Yes, I would like to speak. Somebody, can you? Okay, I myself will time.
I can be the timer, no problem.
Sure.
Okay. So your topic is, if men want equality, if women want equality, there should not be any reservation of seats in metros or buses. So what's your take on that? Like, men has a psychology like that.
Okay. Okay. That's a very interesting topic that, yeah, even I've heard debates that women have reservations everywhere, bus, train, and what about we poor men? What are we going to do? So if you ask my opinion, yes, in some way, if you see, yes, it is a discrimination against man, because they too work hard in the office, come back, everyone would love to sit. But if you think in the other way, we face a lot of physical pressures more than the men. We handle home, we handle office, our bodies are more tired, and we need to sit. It's psychologically accepted and physically accepted fact that yes, women get tired out and they need that compassionate, stance, that when they are tired, they get a seat in the bus or in the metro. But having said so, going ahead, when you have to see, I don't think so that too much of a reservation is required, because if that can be reserved more for elderly people and more for differently abled people who really need support. I see a healthy women like me or a healthy women like some of us, we can in fact give seat to elderly and differently abled people. And so to come to a conclusion to this, do women really require seat? That depends on a case to case basis. Maybe at some point our bodies are very tired, at some situation, that time, yes, it is required. But on a generalistic scale, if I have to say, it should be more on an equal scale for men and women, especially the seats are concerned, because we already have so many reservations. If you say in government exams or women's, so there's some the other compassion is given, because I see filling up UPSC form or filling up government exams, so women don't have to pay. See, some other way we are getting benefits. So going ahead, there should be a middle stand. So over to you, EMC.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devi. So do we have more time for one more?
Yeah, we can have more.
Okay. So this is the last one. Who would like to volunteer? Toastmaster Anand, would you like to speak?
I can speak, but my video will be off.
I think you're audible. You can speak.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So your topic is, women cannot be equal as men because they have different physical capabilities, due to which equality is not possible. So what's your take on that?
Of course, women cannot be equal to that of men, because what women possesses is way more higher than what men do. If you look into the very structure itself, the how society works, if you go into the very past, you will see that from a phase where the women who were restricted into the homes, they are now fighting every social evil to come out of those very four walls and make an impact, just to make their voices heard into the society. So the way they are handling things, that takes a lot of courage. And yeah, of course, there might be physical differences between the men and women, but the manner in which they are approaching their life, their future, and the society's future as a whole in the long term, I really do believe women and men, it has no comparison, and women are far more ahead than what they are doing. If you just look into the very manner in which, if you want to get education, boys have the opportunities. If you want to have better healthcare facilities, you have the opportunities. But if you are a woman, it's decided. Even if you look into the very uh, rate at which the women get healthcare facilities during childbirth or something, they are those sections of the society who don't get that very ease of access. So women are actually confronting many more issues, and they are doing a whole lot of things. And that's why I believe that, of course, women are not equal. They are way more ahead than what men are. Back to you, MC.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, and all the speakers. Like listening to all of your views, I think we can definitely fight with patriarchy very soon and have a gender equality in our nation. So let's move towards the third segment of our meeting, which is the evaluation segment, in which the general evaluator, Toastmaster Anirudh Kumar, would evaluate the entire meeting along with speech evaluators and auxiliary role players. So I would like to hand over the stage to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Anirudh Kumar.
Uh, Bhavya, sorry to interrupt. Uh, we have the polls ready, so if you want, we can have the
Sure.
polls.
Okay, first we can launch the polls for table topics. So the poll is active. Everyone please vote. Thank you everyone for voting. I'm ending the poll now. So now I would like to invite Toastmaster Anirudh Kumar. Over to you, Toastmaster Anirudh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bhavya, for taking out the meeting fluently and reaching to this session. So, hi, good morning, everyone. Very good morning on a Sunday morning. I don't know why you people are here. Wake up so early, and why you guys are not sleeping. I don't know, but yes, if you are having this meeting today, so let me take forward this session. So, guys, yeah, very good question. Why you are here? Uh, if I could have any random answer from somebody, why you are here? Yes, sleep is very important. It stabilizes the metabolism that you might have disturbed throughout the working days. I don't know why you are not giving your body some time to rest and this thing.
Some people enjoy music. Some people enjoy exercises. I do enjoy Toastmaster. So I have woken up early for this reason.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rakesh Prasad. And yeah, I would agree that I also used to breed Toastmasters in and out few months back until my college and other things started. But yes, today also, whenever somebody invites me, I feel very happy to join. One good reason why we are in Toastmasters is for our own personal growth. Our body needs time, our mind needs time, but also the structure that we have of environment, we also need to make sure that we grow in all aspects, and Toastmasters give you that platform. So thank you so much, everybody. Though we had comparatively less attendance, but still the participation, the engagement level so high, and I'm very glad that from starting, Toastmaster Karthik Mishra was very active, and before joining we had a good amount of interaction with Toastmaster Creation. I'll take it forward later, but yeah, I'll start off with the evaluation by our speech evaluators that we had. So starting off with our first evaluator, it's my huge pleasure to invite on virtual stage Toastmaster Krishnesh Nayak. to evaluate the first speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster Krishnesh.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Anirudh, Toastmaster Arun. At the onset, let me applaud you for the sincerity with which you went about your speech. You were comfortable with the content and it showed that you had practiced it well. Your use of the black, red, and white paper lended to the content and made it easier for me to relate to what you were speaking on, be it the 3 types of knowledge or the experience and the skill required to know what to do with those papers. Continuing with the 3-point system that you had in your speech, here are 3 aspects that I focus on when I use visual aids. 1, does it help the audience understand and remember? Today I felt it did. 2, does it increase audience interest? Today I felt that though you came close, it did not hit the bullseye throughout the speech. In some parts, yes, but not throughout the speech. And 3, will the visual aids remind the audience about the content after the speech? For me, every time now when I see a black paper, I'm not going to discard it. Rather, I will try to use a white marker or find a glitter pen to write something on it. If I were in your place, I would have tried to use more visual aids. I could have had a few slices of bread when that part came up in your speech. I could have written something on the black paper with a pen and said, see, you can't see anything, but you can see it on a white paper. And on a virtual platform, I would have not missed out on the chance to play with the background images. This would have added to your speech and it would have made it visually appealing. It was well rehearsed, that you had the paper within reach that allowed you to grab it at the right moments. This allowed your speech to go on seamlessly. You seem confident while sitting and delivering your speech. Well done. All in all, I thought this speech you could have done a lot better had you played with a virtual background and if you had a few more visual aids. But your confidence, the content, and the sincerity with which you gave your speech, I applaud you for that. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to evaluate you. Back to you, Toastmaster Anirudh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vignesh, for your evaluation. I'll come back with my evaluation of your evaluation very soon. With this, I'll move on to our second evaluator who will evaluate the second speaker we had today. So I would like to invite on virtual stage Toastmaster Avishi. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator. So I'll start evaluating the speech. The speech was well organized. Initially, he talked about photos, camera, gave introduction, and then he started with his introduction, covered Vicky Roy's story, and then like every typical story, he had moral of the story. He started with his speech with a question and also asked some more questions like how many pictures, how many of us have click picture with mobile. So these kind of tricks really work to grab the attention of audience. He also got a camera when he talked about digital camera to show it to us. The body language was great. He used his hands very well. When he was talking about photo, he was showing a picture. When he talked about face, his hands were on his face. Yeah, then he started with the Vicky Roy photographer story. He also mentioned the reason why he picked up this story because it kind of aligns with the place where he is from. The story was perfect because it started with his childhood, his family, and also highlighted his poverty very well and the roles he played in his life, like rag picker or as a waiter in restaurant. Like every story has a turning point. He mentioned in the story that he met with his mentor that really helped him to improve, and he also got admission in school. I have actually I struggled to give him recommendations, but still in relation, if I see the aim of the speech, it was to come up with stories, bring stories in a speech, or keep a speech which is actually a story. So in relation to that, I think that purpose was solved. Also, he could have used the word of the day, and I saw that he took some time even after some time after red card, so I think he can finish early. I'm not sure how much time he took, but I think he can finish early if he practice in front of stopwatch. Also, I recommend him to see the video recording, which will be uploaded soon, so that he knows where he can improve and he will know what he needs to do to meet his expectations. Also, the speech had a message that we all should, whenever we get mentors, we should follow them so that we can outshine others. And he also came up with the example of Toastmasters so that we can relate very well. Overall, it was a well-organized speech. Body language was good. I just recommend him to use word of the day and finish early. And I would like to congratulate the speaker because the purpose of the speech was solved, as he said story very well with a turning point and moral of the story. The message is beautiful that we should follow the advice of our mentors. So yeah, with that, I would like to end. Back to general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek, for your wonderful evaluation. With this, we have come to the instance where we cast and vote for the best evaluator. I would request the Zoom host to launch the poll for evaluators. And I would request everybody to attempt the poll. That's your chance to vote every Sunday. Though our government gives that chance after 5 years, but yeah, here is your right to exercise your vote. Okay, very confusing whom to vote, first or second. Okay, I'll go with, I'll discuss later. Okay, I voted. I hope everybody have voted. Thank you so much. With this, we'll move on to the reports from auxiliary role players. For this, I would like to invite the R counter for today's meeting, our own president of Delhi Toastmasters, Toastmaster Anand Kumar, to come up and speak about the and all the beatings we have done. Toastmaster Anand, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anirudh. So I should say that in the meeting, I actually felt that I didn't have a huge lot of a work. So kudos to the speaker who made my work way easier. I would like to name a few who didn't use any filler sound or words. That was Toastmaster Rajiv, Toastmaster Krish, Toastmaster Devi. So these three were the speakers who actually didn't use any of the filler sounds and words. Coming on to the speakers, to my report in detail, Toastmaster Devi used and once and twice. Toastmaster Arun used and 4 times, but thrice. There was a small single pause and there were 2 repetitions. Toastmaster Rakesh took a short pause. I might be wrong on this very thing, but I just felt that. Repetitions was once. Uh, Anirudh's favorite word is you know, and Avishi used 6 times. Overall, I will say that most of the speakers didn't use any of the filler sounds and words, so it was a good meeting. But the speakers who missed, they can improve upon that very soon, and they can come up as a better speaker in the next one. Back to the general evaluation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anand, for your R counters report. Now I'll move on to the report by our language evaluator, a wonderful lady. I would like to invite our veteran Toastmaster Jyoti Kumari on virtual stage for her report. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Today it has been a mixed day in office for the language evaluator, and I'll scroll you through my report, which is very extensive, and I request you all to just stay with me. So the first part is the good usages of language, and which were actually many. So the good usages of language were combination of knowledge and experience. There were a lot of similes used by Toastmaster Arun in his speech, where he compared black color to knowledge, which is not beneficial to anyone, red to knowledge bifurcation, and white to ambition. The other good usages are inclined to do, photogenic, each and every small mistake, Delhi your town, all soiled up, greed to travel, breathe in and out Toastmasters, at the onset, hit the bullseye, ancestors, deprived, equal hand, sorted, regressive thoughts, making faces about how small and cute they are, reconstruction of the World Trade Tower, money poured in, and outshine yourself. There were some usages which can be improved to give a better impact on the speech. The sentence which was used as "I have to do," "I have to done" should have been used as "I had to do." During the eating can be changed to during eating, or even better, during lunch or during dinner or during breakfast. There used to be a data can be changed to there used to be space in the digital camera. Each and every people can be each and every person. The trust people can be members of the trust. Impressed with the street can be changed to impressed by the exhibition. You are a woman, you are a woman. It was used by the table topics master, which can be changed to you are a woman because it is in the singular. Into the very past can be changed to in the past. There was a sentence used, "Why you are here." The correct form of question would be, "Why are you here?" There was one sentence which was not normal on two levels. The Toastmaster Rajiv used "current generation I am looking into" should have been "current generation I am looking at." But I don't know if he is qualified to say that word, the sentence, if current generation I'm looking into, because he himself belongs to the current generation. So this was the good part about the report today. The part where I was not satisfied was the usage of the word of the day. It was used only twice, though it was a very simple word and can be used in daily life. So I request everyone to use it today because the day is still not over. And over to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Jyoti, for emphasizing especially on the word of the day. Can you put the word of the day in the chat so that I can also promise to repeat the usage of word of the day today itself, and I learned this today. Thank you for your report. Now with this, I'll move on to this person who is holding on to the cards from starting and still managed to have Maggie on Sunday morning. I would like to invite Toastmaster Devi D on stage for her report.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. So here goes my report. The meeting started on time, though I came late. I'm sure the meeting would have started on time. The Sergeant-at-Arms took 2 minutes for his introduction, and President took the 2 minutes allotted time for his introduction. The MC took 1 minute 20 seconds in the introductory session. And coming to the auxiliary role players, our counter took 50 seconds in the introductory section and 1 minute 26 seconds in the report, and he was well within the time limit. Myself, I took 2 minutes 20 seconds in the introduction and I crossed the time limit. And Toastmaster Jyoti, she took 1 minute 19 seconds in the intro. Again, even she crossed the time limit, and she took 2 minutes 51 seconds to give the report. Then coming to speaker number 1, Arun, he took 6 minutes 10 seconds to give its speech. That was well within the time limit. Speaker 2 took 7 minutes 47 seconds. Maybe he can work on that 20 seconds extra which he took. Table topics, I think totally we took around 15 minutes. And the speaker 1 took 1 minute 45 seconds, and everyone were within that 2 minutes time, and everyone spoke over 1 minute time span. And general evaluation session, the general evaluator in his introduction took 1 minute 55 seconds. Evaluator 1 and evaluator 2 both were well within the time limit. Krishnesh took 2 minutes 22 seconds, and Toastmaster Avishi took 3 minutes 24 seconds. With this, I hand over the stage back to our general evaluator.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devi, and you can carry on your Maggie. With that, we have come to this instant where we'll now exercise our vote right again, and I would request the Zoom host to launch the poll for auxiliary role players. Now there are 3 contenders, and let's see who will have the highest vote. Okay, still on the way. I'm waiting for the polls. Yeah, here they are. Okay, I'll wait for timer. No, our counter. No, language evaluator. No, I don't know whom to vote for. Okay, let's see. I've closed my eyes and I've casted the vote. I didn't see whom I've casted. Okay, cool. I hope everybody have casted not from not the way I casted, but yeah, very wisely. So great. Now this is the most boring time where you will listen to me and I'll just keep on giving a report of 4 to 6 minutes to everyone. So bear with me. Here is my report. Starting off, as I mentioned, Toastmaster Karthik was really proactive, though he's not in the meeting, but I would appreciate his efforts that even on having an emergency, he still was here to make sure he fulfills his duty and start off the meeting on time. Can we have a virtual round of applause for Toastmaster Karthik Mishra, loud enough that it reaches to him beyond boundaries? Thank you so much, everyone. Now, Toastmaster Anand Kumar took off the stage in a very smooth manner, first reiterating what Karthik mentioned about the rules and regulations that we followed, then introducing Toastmasters, and also asking for the guest introduction, though we had that already, but yeah, still a good idea to officially have their introduction, and I'm very happy to have diversified people joining in. Thank you for that. So, Anand Kumar, there was one thing missing. I can't see your energy. Where is your energy, boy, today? I would like to see our very energetic president coming up and banging on stage and just boosting everybody on Sunday morning again. So maybe on next Sunday I will be here and I'll see energetic Anand Kumar. Cool. With this, I appreciate Toastmaster Anand really, took off the session and introduced MC of the day. Now, here again, MC is a very creative concept. There's no TMOD or TTM, which we typically are used to hear after President. But in this meeting, I see there is some creativity level. Thank you to the executive committee to make sure that we wind up a Sunday morning to again have something after this also. The idea was not to have a dedicated theme which we already have in Friday meetings. So again, if you're missing, there should be a theme, visit our Friday meetings. Well enough, starting off by Toastmaster Bhavya, and she was patient enough to introduce everybody, and still when timer was not here, she was still very patient and arranged every thing on time even before the meeting. I would appreciate our VP education. So while in the auxiliary roles introduction, Toastmaster Anand explained about his roles for the benefit of audience. What I wanted Anand to mention as a recommendation is if he would have given more examples as in what exactly are filler words and filler sounds and what they sound like, or what they what do I say, people, how people do hear them, and how that creates a distraction. That would have been beneficial. In the reports section, Toastmaster Anand gave a very comprehensive report, and he talked about how we can improve upon these filler words. Thank you so much for your report. Now, coming to our next auxiliary role player, Toastmaster Devi D. She was very prompt, and thank you so much for taking up this role impromptu and doing it with the full justification. In your report section, I see that you've presented your report in a comprehensive manner. And one good thing that you can talk about is how we can improve on the timing part is to be prepared beforehand, because the time we take is mostly in the thinking while we speak. Thank you so much for your report. Coming to the language evaluator, very well explained introduction she presented today, and I noticed that word of the day was introduced, but I guess it's problem with it was problem with my Zoom or something, but I couldn't hear the word of the day properly. So if that happened with me, it might happen with people as well. So if the language evaluator can paste the word of the day in starting of the meeting in the chat, or maybe display on some display anyhow on screen, just to make sure that we spell it in a better way and we pronounce it in a better way, I think that would help for a person like me. Great enough. Coming to report by language evaluator, so yeah, she had a very diversified approach. She talked about metaphor, simile, and what all tools that we use in English grammar, and the report was combination of both the good and the not so good usages as well. Appreciate that. And again, in the end, she emphasized on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you for your report, Toastmaster Jyoti. Now, coming to this part by our evaluators today. The first evaluator, Now he had a very structured approach to evaluate the first speaker. I see there was the CRC approach, which is commendation, recommendation, commendation, which was again, what do I say, supported by the examples, both for, what good instances were there which worked out, and again, what instances would have worked out if the speaker would have, made certain changes. Appreciate that. I see that the evaluation was again objective based as well. Kudos for that. Recommendation for the first evaluator can be that while we are mentioning some recommendation, so evaluation is purely our personal opinion. We can use some I sentences that I felt this might be improved or I felt that might be improved, because that's purely our personal opinion. So you can just mention that according to me, or you can use certain I sentences or I phrases that actually creates very well impact, and that doesn't make the speaker feel like, okay, this is a certain criteria that I didn't fulfill. It's just that your personal opinion. But yeah, again, appreciate your approach of evaluation. Thank you Toastmaster Krishnesh for taking up this role and coming all the way virtually. Going to the second evaluator, I see the second evaluation was also objective based, and Toastmaster Avishi talked about the instances again where speaker have done better. If the speaker can, if the evaluator can also talk about not just improvement but how the speaker can improve that, I think that would help the speaker move on to the next level when he'll present the next speech. A blanket recommendation to both of the evaluators can be, you can talk about what instance was important, what instance was good, but you can also emphasize upon why that instance was important. If let's say if there was some eye contact, why eye contact is important, we can talk about that, so that speaker will make sure to have this point noticed every time in the speech. Okay, the meeting was really great. I see we are carrying forward the Sunday meetings very well. Though the attendance was low, I would request the non-present members today to attend the Sunday meetings as well, to leverage that, because you have paid for that. With this, I'll end my report. I have reached my time. Thank you so much. I'll hand over the stage back to our EMCEE for today's Toastmaster Bhavya Jain.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anirudh and all the evaluators and auxiliary role players for providing such a nice, exhaustive evaluation for the entire meeting. So I think we can conclude the meeting now, and I would like to hand over the stage back to the president of our club, Toastmaster Anand Kumar.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. Thank you everyone for joining in today. And it was really very great to hear from all the speakers, from all the role players, all the auxiliary role players. So thank you so much, everyone. And I would like to take the words of our general evaluator and try to boost you up. So I would like to ask my MC to please launch the poll so we can have the best role player.
Yes.
So we have got two contenders. The first is MC, which is being done by Toastmaster Bhavya, and the second is General Evaluator, which was played by Toastmaster Anirudh. So please do exercise your power of vote. I hope everyone is doing that.
Thank you everyone for voting. I'm ending the poll now.
Thank you so much, Bhavya. Okay, so I would now like to have the feedback from our guests. First of all, I'd like to begin with Megha, because she joined after some time and we couldn't have an introduction. So Megha, if you could introduce yourself to the club, and if you can give some feedback, what you like good about our club and any area of improvement which we can do.
Hello everyone, I'm Megha, and I would like to introduce myself. I'm an architecture student studying in Indira Gandhi Delhi Technical University. So I really wanted to attend a session of Toastmaster. Like my friend insisted me to attend this, and I wanted to see like what actually happens in this session. So today I got to know that it is really a very informative session. I really got to know very like different views of different people, and that's it. Like it was a very informative session. Overall, it was a different experience for me.
Anything you liked in particular, or any area of improvement which you thought, which you think that we can improve upon?
I think like it's good. Nothing to improve.
No issues. Thank you so much, Megha, for joining in today. I hope you had a great time with us at the Living Toastmasters, and hope to see you there at our next meeting also. We conduct our normal meetings on Friday evenings, so do join us. I'd now like to ask Rakesh, Toastmaster Rakesh, for your feedback.
Sunday mornings, people are having meeting at this early, so that speak a lot about your club organizing at 10 in the morning. I know people in Delhi take time to wake up on Sundays. So kudos to you all people for organizing on Sunday early morning. I'll be looking forward to joining your Friday meetings also. It was a nice experience, and I find the whole timing and all was to the perfection. Nobody took much extra time, which I find in most of the virtual platform where meeting we are attending, we find that time exceeds. But here the time, I think you are within the time. That was one of the best part I liked about your meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you so much, Rakesh. And because I live here in another state, so I usually wake up early in the morning, so I'd not like to take credit for that. The credit goes to our members and to the other members of the EC who actually conduct this very Sunday mini meeting every single week, early in the morning. Whole lot of stuff goes in. So thank you everyone. Toastmaster Bhavya is there. She does a tremendous work for getting this meeting on track successfully. Now I would like to have the feedback from Krish.
Thank you, President Mr. Anand. For me, yeah, I'm really glad that I got to visit Delhi one. I try to make it a point to visit some or the other club in the NCR region whenever I get an opportunity. But Saturdays being very tight, very difficult to attend. And today actually I had registered for the JTP, hoping that that is the time when I can get to meet all my Toastmasters in Delhi region. But I'll be just happy with this. I'll be missing out on the JTP because I have another meeting after this. But today's meeting, I am happy that it doesn't matter about how many members turn up. The ones who turn up should ensure that they are able to take back something from this meeting and be better speakers or leaders in some way or the other. You should not be the same person who got into this meeting. But today I learned a little bit about from the speeches of Arun and the other person from Jaigaon. So I'm really happy that I got to attend this and finally got to speak with Toastmaster Anirudh, who's so far I've only seen his profile pic, but I got to speak to him today also. But that's nice. So that's it. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you, Bhavya, for putting up that post. Otherwise, I would have missed out on this wonderful opportunity. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you so much, Chris, and thank you so much again for taking up the role uh, as the evaluator. And yeah, of course, every single member of our club means a lot to us, and that's why we thought of conducting this very Sunday mini meeting, because they wanted to have it, because again they were facing time crunch. So yeah, now I would like to have just before I have the certificates on our screens and we all applaud, I would like to make few announcements. Conducting our by-elections for the post of Vice President membership. So we do need the presence of our members. So we need a quorum of more than 50% of our members. So please do join in. Again, another thing is the renewal deadline has been extended to 29th. So those few bunch of people who missed out on the renewals is to renew by the 29th by 12 p.m. No further extension will be given. And the third thing, as said by Krish, today there is JPT. So whoever wants to know about judging and contests and all those kind of stuff, so do join in. It will start at 2. The links have already been shared on the WhatsApp group. Now I would like to have the certificates, Bhavya, if that's right.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
So the best tabletop speaker goes to Toastmaster Krishnesh. Congratulations, Krishnesh. I'd like to please ask all of you to give a virtual round of applause. I'd like to hear some sounds, clapping sounds. Yep. Can we have the next certificate, please?
The best speaker award goes
The best
to
speaker goes to
Toastmaster
yeah,
Arun
it
Kumar
goes to
Gupta.
Toastmaster Arun. Congratulations, Arun. Okay, can we have the next one? To Toastmaster. Congratulations, Jyoti.
The best auxiliary
Thank you.
manager
Thank you.
award.
Yeah. And the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Krishnesh once again. Congratulations, Krishnesh. And can we have the final certificate on our screens? And the best role play goes to Toastmaster Anirudh, the former area director.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand.
Okay. So thank you so much for joining in. I hope you liked our meeting. We'll be more than happy to welcome you once more and serve you at the Livent Toastmasters. Feel free to join us on Friday evenings from 6:45, and I hope you will join us too. So that's it from our part for the time being, and hope to see you soon. Stay
I would
safe, stay
request
healthy, and
everyone to please
yeah, sorry.
turn on your
Yeah, if we
videos.
yeah, thank you so much, Bobby. I totally missed that. If
Arun,
all of you can just switch on
yeah.
your videos for a quick moment.
Arun, he's also that person also is supposed to be in the frame. Please get the future Toastmaster also in the frame. Arun, ले आओ यार अंदर उसको.
So we can do a one for Delhi One Toastmaster.
Yes. Arun, bring your son into the picture here. Yeah.
So, Jyoti. Okay. One. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for joining in. Stay safe, stay healthy.
You can be seen by anyone.
Thank you guys.
Buddy, have a nice day.
Thank you. Devi, have something more than Maggie.
Yeah, more health.
Yes, because somebody told to stay healthy. That's why. Otherwise, I would have not told you anything. Bye. Thank you, Anirudh, Anand. Thank you, Megha, Arun, Jyoti, Bhavya. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.